Hmm. Hey guys, just want to make sure you can hear me. You put that in chat. Just let me know.
We can hear you.
Chat. Sorry, got it. Whole new setup, and now all these computer screens around me. There we go. Sorry, now I got to put my camera back up. Well, it's nice having all these screens, but some of these get in the way. All right, can you hear me though? Can you just, if anybody can let me know that in chat.
Yep, I can hear you.
It's getting weird stuff lately. Zoom.
I can hear you, Jenna. Can you hear me?
Sarah, I know you're unmuted. I don't know if you're talking right now.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
The other day somebody joined me in a, I see your microphone going, but I can't hear anything. I don't know what's
Boogers. Can you hear me?
There, are you talking right now? Because if you are, if you can just put that in chat for me so that I know. I see your microphone going. I just want to make sure that I can communicate with you guys and that at least you can hear me today. Okay, I'm going to try that and see. Okay, you can hear me, but were you talking and I just can't hear you? I don't know why. I'm sure it's got to do with something in my setup over here, but I have no idea what. I don't know. There's so many cords. Okay, I don't know. I think it's probably like trying to give me like sound through a non-existent headphone. So maybe if I do this, then hold on. Every day, a new tech problem. No, Sarah, it's definitely not you. I tried to talk with somebody yesterday. Would you mind just putting it, like just saying something real quick? I want to see if it comes from my headphones.
Can you hear me now? Anything?
Yeah. I have no idea.
How about now? Anything?
Well, as long as you can hear me, we'll roll with that today. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys, but I can't hear you if you talk for some reason. So if you can just, if you have something that you want to say to me, please just put it in the chat because I can read that. Zoom has just been weird since yesterday. I don't know what's going on. Somebody else joined my meeting yesterday and I couldn't hear him. So something's happening. Hey, Robin. Hey, Joyce. How's it going? All right, guys. So today I'm going to be talking about two different programs that I've been exploring. Okay. Kind of exciting. I'm interested to see like where these go with this tech. So let me get my screen up here and then I will start with one. So again, I have like this new computer situation going on. Which is awesome because I've got three speakers or three screens, but my computer sits right in the middle when I have the camera on. So I have to keep remembering to like move it. Okay, so let's see, which one are you seeing here? Yep, perfect. Okay. So this program that I'm going to be talking about first is called Archsynth. I've actually never said it out loud and it does not roll off the tongue like it does when you say it in your head, but Archsynth. Now I've upgraded this to the $29 a month version, just so I can show you like what it does so that you don't have to spend that money if it's not something that's going to work for you. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of show a few of the features inside of this. And I figured that I would start with something that I've been excited about for a while. And like, if you guys have been following me, you know that I've been talking about this forever, where if we could take a picture of a 2D image of a product and then turn it into a 3D model that we can then drop into our modeling programs. We need this. This is something that we've needed for so long, and we're getting started. Okay. Like, this program here is the best that I've seen. There's also the other one that's called Luma AI. So if you have seen me also talk about Luma in the videos, that's another one that does this, but you can't upload a picture in that one. It's just text to 3D model. Now, Luma does export into a SketchUp file, and they come in really small. They're just kind of weird. Okay. All of this is weird right now. I'm not going to act like it's not because it's just the beginning. Okay. So what you see here is 3 images that I actually created in the other program that I'm going to show you in a minute. You could create these in Midjourney if you wanted to, if you're doing your own designs and you wanted to like have this kind of cool, like rotating version of that. Before it gets modeled. This is kind of a cool way just to grab the video clip too. Alternatively, if you are actually using real product, then you can upload those pictures inside of this. And then what it does is it gives you a object file. Okay, so a .obj. So if you are using the visualizer, this is actually not a supported file. I have tried so many ways to like convert it and get it in there. I don't pay for SketchUp, but I'm pretty sure that if you do pay for SketchUp, you could bring this in and then convert it to the SketchUp file to export it and then be able to use it in other places. Also, these models are nowhere near perfect. They come in crazy scales, like usually very tiny. And sometimes they've got like the fuzziness around them. So like you can kind of see it down here in the bottom. I was able to convert a few of them over to a file type that I could import. And that's what happened. They just came in super tiny and they looked just fuzzy because it's not a clean line necessarily. It'll get there though, which is exciting. So this is just kind of the beginning. So I figured I would just show you one today and give you an example. And then I'll show you a few of these other things that it's got. So again, I am in Archsynth. Oh God, it is not easy to say. So that's what I'm in. And right now I'm under the image to 3D tab. Again, if you're just joining us, I am paying for the pro version just so I can show you guys where we're at with this, okay? So you can generate this with text if you want to. Tech guys and architects, that's who names this, Sarah. Innovative people. Okay, so this is actually a image file that I created in this other program. Again, I'll show you that. But this is just like a fake ottoman that I created using a generative text. So anything that's on a white background is better here. Things that are fairly simple also. It says that right up here too. Okay. I know ChatGPT for better. Or Perplexity. If you haven't been checking out Perplexity, there's some really cool stuff going on with that too. But we'll see how that all goes down with Search GPT once that finally releases. That'll be interesting. Okay, so these are going to take a couple of seconds to generate for this one picture. I did also try it with something that had a black background and it was not good. So if you can like remove backgrounds and stuff, it's a cool tool. For right now though, like realistically, it's just not super feasible to be able to like do this and then like put it into a 3D model and all of that. You can, it's a good starting point if you're using SketchUp and then like want to bring them in and then use them as like the base and then rework some of the modeling on it. I think that's definitely a time saver, but just where we are right now for like day-to-day use, I almost see this being more of like a GIF that you can kind of create for your design boards. So after it creates these really cool images, so image to text, and then I'll show you a few in my history, it gives you a video. So I was doing some with sketches too, just to see how it looks, but it gives you a video of it. So if I were to click on this, you can see them here. I can click on this and it'll give me like a picture in picture of this. And then I can actually right click and I can, maybe not on here. I can right click on the video and it is a loop video. So what I can do is save this video and then I can import it into Canva if you're doing design boards on there. So if you're doing like Canva design boards and you want to animate the images and download that Canva mood board as like a video file instead of a two-dimensional flat image, this would be kind of cool to do that and create these things in 3D. Like, look at this one that I made the other day. I mean, that came out so good. You also have to notice that like the lines are very clean on it. So it did a better job. This is the first one that I did, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is game changing because it's almost exactly the same. Anyway, so I'm going to be obsessed with this for a little bit. I'm excited about it because even since I started using this on Friday, I'm already seeing updates, and I've already reached out to the company to be like, hey, we need SketchUp models. So hopefully we will see some progress here. Kind of cool to also see the community part of this because other people are putting in models too, and they're getting some really cool 3Ds out of it. But I like the platform because you can see some things and you actually have the ability to like toggle on when you're creating stuff, what is public and what's private. But it is interesting to see in the public feed what people are creating in this program. So I figured that was probably the best way for me to show you guys what it can do because I haven't really dabbled with all of these tools yet. But I will say this is obviously for like architects. You can clearly tell from some of these projects that they're doing that that's primarily who's using this software. So you do have the ability to like do things by style. You can create mood boards in here. There's different ways for you to like maintain color aspects. You can prompt it to be like by designer, they have a prompt for different architects and styles in here, and you can do like a style reference for somebody else. Let's see, so by words, this is generative texting via words, text prompting, no other supported images, and this is kind of the cool imagery that comes out of that. There's a new feature that I'll show you that literally they just rolled out that I thought was interesting too. This one's Copilot. I haven't really played with this quite yet either, but this is a feature in here. There's a texture creator in here as well. So like those seamless textures that we can create in Midjourney that does a really good job. I tried some in here. They were okay. They're not great. I definitely think there's other programs that can create seamless textures better. See, like I think that one was probably supposed to be a herringbone, but it's a start, right? I see what they're doing. They're trying to get everything to be in one place for architects, very similar to how Corvu AI, one of the first ones that I showed you guys, is also doing this. But this one is the first with like fairly detailed 3D models that I like. So that's kind of why I went crazy over this one. Okay, just real quick, I'm gonna go back to the dashboard. So here's my regular dashboard. We have recent renders. Here's all the tools. So if you wanted to upscale a low resolution image, they have that in here. That's a nice feature. I recently discovered that Canva also has this. If you guys didn't see that reel that I made, Canva also has an upscale feature. If you ever like copy something and bring it in and it's really low res, you can upscale different pictures in there. But this is really great if you need better quality because a lot of these AI generators are like low pixel quality. So that's built in. Style transfer, so render your sketches based on style input. So if you've got a sketch that you want to import in here, and then you could do another style reference if you have one, or like color palette board, and then you upload that with your sketch. And then it should do something like a stable diffusion type thing where it's applying the style to the sketch and the lines that you have there. Again, have not done that one yet, but a lot of these are similar, just like different, and some of them, because they're all pulling from the same platforms. They're all pulling from the stable diffusion, like direct source, and then creating their own programs based off of that. So if this looks familiar, like something we've talked about, it is. Like they're all just trying to do their own versions of it. So finding the one that has everything you need is definitely helpful. This one here I thought was interesting too, the image to video. So if you have an image in here and you wanted to convert it to a quick little video, you can. It didn't really do much for me when I did test this. Luma AI has been able to do more, even though it's weird, with animating videos. Animating pictures that were videos. So it's in here, it'll get better. There's also a remove background and then an enhanced details feature, which in different ways, I've seen a lot of these things in different programs. So anyway, if this kind of like makes you more interested, I would recommend checking it out, at least getting in there, paying the $29 and then like seeing if it's worth it for you. There's also an AI assistant in here, but I built with mine custom with ChatGPT. So I don't exactly know what that one does. Okay. All right. Any questions? I can definitely try. I'm new to this, but I was excited about it. And the potential, honestly, like if it's not where you're at right now and what you need it for, it could potentially be in like the next 3 months or so. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. Okay. All right. I have to kick this dog out because he's just like in all of my space. So give me 1 second. Get out. Get out. Please. Get out. Oh. Ready for everybody to go back to school too. They would take the dog, I would definitely set him. All right. So this other one that I'm going to talk about is called Visual Electric. And while I give you a little demo, take it kind of with a grain of salt because for some reason, I'm not able to use like full functionality over like my cursor. And so I've put in a help ticket with them because I can't navigate in the way that I should be able to. And I've tried multiple browsers and stuff. Either way, I can still get the program working enough that I am obsessed with it and love it. So what this program is basically a AI generative image and editing program for designers. So not just interior designers, but for like creatives and artists and graphic designers. So what should be happening is you can create like images from prompts and then you can manipulate and edit those images. And you should be able to like move these around and like categorize them and create fun little like design boards and like workflows and like have this whole big surface area basically to like manipulate and organize your pictures. But the problem is I can't move my pictures, so I can't really use it in the way that it should be. So let me give you a little example of like what you can do. And I'm working on a big project right now for AI stuff, and I don't want to show it quite yet. So let me choose a different one. But oh my gosh, am I addicted to this? This is so cool. Okay, so the way that it works, you have tools, have not been able to use them. So bear with me on that. But at the top here, we basically can create a prompt, okay? So I tried to do mine with a certain color palette, just for Quietude being the Sherwin-Williams color of the year. It did not accept the actual hex code as well as Midjourney does, just so you know for a comparison. But that was what I was prompting here, okay? So it did with variations. And basically when you're creating a prompt, you have some settings that you can work with. So you write whatever you want to see in the description, and then you can choose color palettes right here, up to 5 different color pathways. So let me do a few others. So for each image, you can change it, each prompt, you can change it, whatever that might be. You can also do excluding things. So like, if you don't, apparently blurry watermark is something on here. Like if you don't want it to do specific things, you can also do negative prompting, which is something that you'll see in other programs as well. And then this feature right here is really cool. So under the style type, which is where like this little is, I apologize. I'm in Charleston, so the storms here are crazy. Everything's taking really long to load for me today. Anyway, so in this, you have all these really incredible different style types. So there's photography, there's fine art, there's digital. This isometric just dropped like 2 days ago. So I've been kind of playing around with that one a little bit. But you can use these different style types. And the more you start to like create this whole story, let me pick one. I'm gonna just do airy for right now and run an image. You can then select some of your pictures and you can create your own style in here. And that for me, like I know you can do it in Midjourney, but this style that I created in here does not even compete with what Midjourney does. And it's pretty crazy for me to say that because the style reference has been absolutely amazing in this. Because I can't click things, guys, I have to like find the picture that I'm looking for on the sidebar. And that means that I just need to like hover over it for a second. Okay, there we go. Now we can zoom in on that. Oh, they gotta figure out what's going on. Okay, so look how realistic these are. Now that you can see it a little bit more. Like very much like Midjourney, like with the photorealism that you're going to see in these pictures. I mean, it's definitely has some weird stuff going on, just like Midjourney does. But overall, I was actually pretty impressed with the level of quality because not a lot are like Midjourney. It's also really good at like having negative space in his pictures so that you can use them as stock photos if you're ever like trying to create stock photos for your website or a blog post or something. Okay, so anyway, look at the colors though. They came out really great. So I'm running one right now. Let me see if it's done. Yeah, it is, but it's weird. But what you should be able to do with this is create like a style. Okay, so I have already created a style and I'm going to apply it to give you an idea of what that is. Once you click on an image, you would actually just come over here to the side and you would be able to create the style right here. Create a style from whatever picture you already have. But let me show you the one that I already have. Create a living room in this style. Just working on the prompting here to see the best formats for things. This is a newer one for me too. But here's 5 styles that I created the other day. After I did basically like a long sequence of different images, I took one of them and created a style with it. So here's one that I created from a flat lay design board that I converted over to a style sequence. So we'll run that one and you can see what it is. Let me grab this picture here, and I think I can probably make a style from that one too, and you can see how that works. Okay, here it is. I'll do it in a second. But this feature was really cool because every time I applied that style, no matter what the prompt was, the colors and like the overall vibe was so on point. Like everything looked like it belonged in that color story and the family. It was really cool. So here's that color palette. I know that you couldn't really see it, but it's like these shapes that I included in it. Let me go to this other one here. Everything down to like the colors, the materials, the shapes, like overall, every part of this style was like really communicated. Look at that. Came out really cool. There's that one. There's that one. But do you see the consistency with all of these? I mean, it's just not something that I was really like, Midjourney does it, but just not like this. I don't know. I was so impressed. I'm trying to get to the second one, but technology. So let's do another one. Let's see, create a kitchen in this style, and then it'll create a kitchen. I mean, if there's other things you guys want to see me create, I can definitely try it. Create a flat lay material board. So after you create these pictures, you do have the option, and this is where it gets a little tricky for me because I can't do it very well, but once you select a specific picture, like this one, then on the right hand side, I have more options. Okay, so here's my image properties. It tells me, sizes, all of that stuff. I can add a border to it. I can remix the prompt. So just like in Midjourney, I can remix the same thing and I can change some of this other stuff in the exact same prompt colors too. art directors where I can basically like take this image and then ask it to do different things. So this is provide, yeah, so I can change like my lighting, zoom in on something, but it's taking this image and it's like manipulating that one. Zoom in on the detail paint on the back wall. I don't know how that's going to go, but let's try it. But that's kind of the gist of what that one would do. We also have retouch in here, so you can retouch the image in general, and then make variations. So I've done this one a few times, and I've changed from the minimal color blocks, which is the style that I've selected. I came over here and I did like a different style using this image. I'm kind of curious to see how this isometric new option drops, so I'm going to try that. But look, I just got the kitchen, same style. I just got a flat lay, same, like these are crisp. They look great. They're such great colors and arrangements, and they're so different than what I've seen before. So anyway, you can change your colors here, kind of rescale all of that, detailed upscale. So upscale your image, it will do that for you right here. And then remove background, which I haven't been able to do yet in here for some reason. Each one, if you wanted to like say, select a specific image, like this one, I'm gonna get this one. And then you wanted to save it, you can right click and download the image right here. You can also save these and like share these design boards with people. So if you're working with somebody else on the concept part of your design or rebranding or like whatever that might be, you can take this share button right here and anyone with the link can edit or view, very similar to Canva. I will put it in chat for you if you guys did want to check it out. But you can send this entire thing to people, which is really, really cool. And then you guys can collectively be both working on it at the same time. That's what I've read and seen in the videos. I have not been able to do that because of my weird mouse situation, but that's what it looks like you should be able to do. Okay. So I'm excited about this one. I think this is such a great way to like continue to tell a color story and then like separate it by different styles and by different projects, because you could just create a new board for each of these. And then you've got all these different style like concepts and arrangements that are all kind of categorized. So, oh, the last thing that I forgot to mention is that while you can download the pictures individually, I don't know where that one just went that I had. You can do each picture individually by selecting it and then right click download, or you can just select like all of them by this. So if you go over here to the right side and then click download, that'll download everything in here. Okay. The image size for all of these is very, very tiny. So when you save it or like, individually save it, just know that it's going to be insanely tiny imagery. So if you are trying to upscale this, you should do it first with the detailed upscale, and it will upscale it inside the program. Or you can do it after. You can post upscale, and you can do that in either Canva or Photoshop, which is a little bit more time consuming, or Topaz AI is the upscaler that I use, and I bulk upscale everything. Okay. So what do you guys think? It's kind of a cool program, right? I'm excited to see where it goes. I've been addicted to it. I've been playing around with it. If you guys want to reply to me, I just can't hear you. So please just put it in chat, but I want to hear what your opinions are about this. I know. It's a lot. Okay, well, next month we'll meet again. I'll send you out a invitation as it gets closer. This is also in the calendar so that you can see what the date's going to be. What's the link for above? Oh, Dawn, that's for this project. So you can actually share that, share your like areas with people. So like this, I don't know, what is this? A presentation board? Like you can't see my whole account, but I just shared this one presentation board with you. Yeah, don't they look good? I know. And the color style you can generate, I'm addicted. I think this is going to be really, really good for us. I should get my damn mouse to like pick things up, and then I can actually really use it. Okay, so next month we'll meet for September. Let me know if anybody's going to High Point. Would love to see you. I'm going to be there, and I'm also going to be out in New Mexico. Yeah, for IDS National Conference. If anybody's going to be there too. It is done until you look closer and then you see some weird stuff. I actually took some of these design boards yesterday, if you guys saw my Instagram post, and I ran the color palette that I created in this program through Google Lens, like directly from my phone. And then in Google Lens, I was able to like say, okay, Sherwin-Williams paint color, hone in on that one paint color from the design board. And then it gave me suggestions. And then I ended up pulling the actual colors here. And wow, it was like an incredible, here it is. Here, it came out like a really, really good color palette just from using Google Lens and this AI generated concept board. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the colors that it came out with just from like looking and observing what colors. I have my blur on because it's a hot mess behind me. I'm in the middle of fixing my whole office right now, but anyway, kind of cool how you can like bring these things here and then bring them into real life after you create the concepts and the images. All right, any other questions? Yes, so in September, I'll see you guys around this same time. I'll email you as it gets closer. And I'm going to shake things up a little bit. It's always kind of been my plan for the end of this year to shake things up as AI advances and new programs come out, and I want to teach them more to you guys. So I've got some stuff I'm working on. Nothing's going into effect right now, and I will keep you guys posted with that. But I'm excited because it means that I get to teach more little tips and tricks for you guys, and not just with these core programs. I'm going to be sharing a lot more. So that's the plan. Okay. Hey, Lauren, I know you just got here. We're done. If you guys got any questions, though, let me know. Shoot me an email, and I will see you next month. Okay. Bye.